right, it is officially 1 o'clock. I'm glad you could join us. We are going to use the little question and answer. If you roll your mouse down at the bottom of this screen, you'll see a little Q&A. You can type your questions there, and at the end of our presentation, we will take as many questions as we can. Welcome to the NPAConnect How To. We're really excited about this this community, and we've already seen a lot of traffic there. So I hope that by the end of this, you'll know how to use it and you can join the conversations. So the first thing we want to go over is really how to log in. Once you're in, you get an activation email. Once you activate your account, you're pretty much in. And there's your little sign up. This is all, we're showing the web version of this, not the app version. But you can use the app on your phone, you could use the browser on your phone, or you can use the browser on your desktop or laptop. So go ahead and get us logged in. Once you've gone through your activation, you just get logged in, and this is what you see. So let's talk about people first, because really and truly, this is all about people. You can find people anywhere on this, but mainly by going to the members tab. So if you go to the members tab, there's everybody who is on here. And this is important because you may have a particular question for a particular person. And so if you're doing a post and you want to reach out to a particular person or make sure a particular person sees this, you just do an @ and the little thing drops down and you start typing their name, and then you can put the @ in there, and we'll show you that when we get to the post. You can also private message a person. So Mark, if you just click on somebody there, if you just want to reach out to that single person, go to them, and there's a little button there, little comment thing where you can just type a question right to Abigail today. So if you do need to speak privately to somebody, you can do it that way. So let's talk about making a post. This is so much like Facebook. It shouldn't be anything that you've really never seen before. So, and Mark, if you'll do us a little test post.
Sure.
Thanks. So the first thing is you need a title. And you can put anything you want in there. Then you can type your message. You can put an @ in there if you want somebody particular to see this, or if you want somebody particular to answer the question. You can format a little bit. You can bold and italic and use a bulleted list. You can even attach something to it. So if you need to attach a photo or attach a document, you can do so right there. You can construct a post. If you have a really long informative post, you can construct it in Word and then just cut and paste. If you have a really long informational post, you can also do a thing called an article. So you click the little box, and now you can add a header for it. You can add a title, you can format it, and it becomes an article post. No matter what form you use, it's always searchable. So if you search for a particular subject in the search box, you want to show us that, Mark?
Sure. Just real quick on the articles that you can, whatever group you're in, you can post to. And if you want to come back to it, you hit Save Draft. And under your profile, you'll see your drafts. So I'll close out of that. You'd like me to search? What would you like me to search for? Diamonds?
Sure. So if we're searching, you put a little word up there, and everything that we have that has the word diamonds will pop up. If it's a post, if it's an article, if it's a resource in our resource folders, it doesn't matter. All of those things will show up right in your search function. That's one of the things that we were most keen on, because we had a lot of information on the other website, but there was no way to search for it unless you just went through a million folders to find what you were looking for. Here, instead of just resources like, an article or a PDF, you also get people's comments and their posts. So it's a lot more information on that you have access to by searching. Okay, let's talk about notifications. So if you post and somebody replies to you, you will get a notification. You will get a notification immediately if you post and somebody replies to it. If you've not made any posts and no one's replied to your comment or your post, every week or every day, every week, depending on how you want to set it up, you get a digest. So you can kind of run down through there and see if there was anything interesting that you might want to explore further. You click on the email and it'll take you right to the post so you can view that post. You can set this up yourself depending on how much information you want and on what schedule. So you want to show us how to do that, Mark? So you go to your profile and there are all your settings that you can.
I'm in 2 groups here. I have NPAConnect as daily, Strictly Palm Business as daily. I can change that to real time, daily, weekly, or not at all.
So we hope you at least get a weekly one so that you can see what's going on, because what makes this work is the fact that we have some very knowledgeable people. And if people need help, those very knowledgeable people can answer their questions and contribute. So I encourage you to help each other. The notifications will come on, you get them with an email and you get a little ping on your app if you have this on your phone. So if you're used to the old Google forum, yes, you will get an email if somebody responds to your post. You will get an email if you comment on a post and somebody replies to your reply, so that you get an immediacy here for stuff that you're really involved in. If somebody @signs you, you get a notification on the app. If somebody replies to your post, you get a notification immediately. We've talked about search. Let's talk about the folders, the resources.
Sure.
So on NPAConnect, there are folders called resources. There you go.
Yep.
And they're folders that are categorized. And all of the information that we had on the old site, we have reformatted to put them into these resource folders. It's searchable. I mean, if you really want to know everything we have going on for, what is that? Which one?
Some member benefits right now.
Okay, member benefits. If you want to see all the member benefits, you can go there and see the subfolders. But if you're searching for HR or something in particular, if you search for it, this will pop up along with any posts that have been made on here. So go and look at those resources. They are really good. And also you will be able to search for them. So when you need them, you can go and find them. Folders. All righty. I'm going to hand it over to Morgan to talk about tags. And I'm also going to start looking at these questions. Go ahead, Morgan.
Cool. Okay. So I will start by how you add a tag into your post. So Mark, if you want to go and create a post really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys go to create a post, you'll see that little button right there that says select tags. When you select that, a list of tags that will come up for your post. So if you're writing a post that has to do with jewelry, I would tag it with jewelry. And then if it's specifically about diamonds, I know that there's a post about diamonds. The benefit of being able to tag your post like this is that it categorizes that post to specifically go with whatever that keyword is that you choose for your post. And by tagging that, it will allow you to go over on the left-hand side of your homepage and see that button that says tags. You'll be able to click on it and then you can follow a specific tag. So you can see that Mark right now is following GRC, marketing and public relations and Pawn Expo. That means that he is specifically interested in those certain categories. But you can go through in like any category that you want. And then afterwards, you could also press on the specific tag. So if you press on GRC, you will see every single post that has been categorized with that specific tag. So then it kind of makes it so that it gets out some of the fluff and you see specifically the one category that you are interested in. Yeah.
So I'm going to answer a question here. Lisa had a really good one. Lisa Little, thank you for joining us. She asked, when you search, when search is used, does it search all the words and all the posts? If I forget to tag, will it still come up? Yes, it is a word search. So if you're talking about diamonds and you forget to tag diamonds and somebody searches for diamonds, it's there. Great question.
If you're in a group that is closed off to everybody else, just the members in that group, and that particular word you're searching for, you add that word in the search, that group will not come up to anyone who's not in the group or cannot see the group. So so those groups that are private are 100% private.
Sam asked if he could make, Sam Shockett. Thanks, Sam. I'm glad you came back for this one. Can I make a draft and go back to it? Yes, you can, if you use the article function. Do you want to show that again, Mark?
Sure do.
So when you're making a post, if you click that little thing that, can you go back and show how to make it an article?
Sure.
Okay.
So I clicked
So
on
you're
post
doing-
message,
Go ahead.
and I'm going to go and expand to article. And the nice thing about this is you can add pictures up here, make a banner, put a banner up here. So it looks like a real article. And then down here, if I put a heading, I can also make that different sizes. Then under Save Draft, click on that. And then go to your profile, your name in the corner or your avatar in the corner, and click on Drafts. You can see just now, this is what I added. If I'm ready, I can publish it. If not, I hit edit, make all the changes. I can save it again if I wanted to as a draft and come back to it. If not, I just publish it and tag it, good to go.
And I would recommend, Sam, that you do that way of doing it, because your answers and your information are usually a long form, which is great because you include so much good information. So, you know, if you're making a quickie post, just go ahead and make a post, but usually your answers are long and involved and informative. So just go ahead and use that article function, and then you can save it and come back if you wish. All right. Ingrid McPhee says, who can create a group? Well, we create the groups. Our plan going forward is, if there are kind of like affinity groups, if there's a bunch of people who want to just talk about firearms, we can make a group of firearm people and you can join that. We actually have a group here that you can join now, and we're calling it the Strictly Pawn Business. This was an answer to people on our old Google forums that were not interested in, you know, more lighthearted fare, pictures of expo, those kind of things. They wanted a place for just serious business discussions. So we made that for them. And anyone can join that group, but just know that the parameters of the group are strictly business and business questions. The good thing is whatever's posted there, if you search on it, you will find it. If you're a member of NPAConnect, even if you're not in that group, you will find information from that group. So it is not hidden from you. So if you need a group or you just want a group, then talk to us about it. We can definitely create groups as we see fit. One thing, and y'all are hearing it first here anywhere, is we're going to be creating a group for handbags. And Deanna Thompson from Marquee is going to be monitoring this. And literally the name of the group is Ask Deanna. So if you have questions about your luxury handbags, authentication, or any other kind of questions, you can post them there and she will answer you back, which I know she does this on other Facebook, but this can be more in depth and more of a personal service. And it's just for NPA members. So you kind of got a little bit of a free line to the Marquee people to talk about your luxury bags. All right, I think I'm at the end of the questions. Who do we contact to create a group? Ingrid, that's Mark Campanelli, me, or Mary Catherine Moore, or Morgan Sumter. You can actually just post on NPAConnect and say, @sign us and say,
Yeah.
hey, can we create a group for this? And we will take it under advisement and probably reach out to you to see what you're envisioning for a group and take it from there. All righty, let's see, more questions. This Rob Barnett asked, is Strictly Pawn Business Group for pawnbrokers only? Yes, we went back and forth because we do allow industry partners in our main group. We feel that inclusion is always a good thing as long as they do not do just flat out selling. We want their information, we want their education. They're not allowed to sell. But the Strictly Pawn Business Group, we're going to keep industry partner free so that you can feel free to talk about them and ask about them. Great, thank you. From Ingrid, you're welcome. Let's see, anybody else? Joey Holly. Joey's in Alabama. Hi, Joey, from Wetumpka. How do I turn off the summary emails? Mark, you want to go back over the digest? When you go to your profile, Joey, you can, there's a whole section on notifications and you can customize them to fit your needs.
So you can see right here, I have NPAConnect that I get real time. So anytime someone posts to that group, I'm going to get an email right away. And Strictly Pawn Business, I have daily. And then I get confirmation emails, event reminder, event summary emails, sponsored event emails, all on. And you can turn those off if you want to. You can opt out of all emails if you didn't want to get emails at all. So you have that option also.
But don't do it. At least get a weekly one so you can kind of keep up with going on, mainly because you might have the answer, the very answer that somebody is searching for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just cruise through that email every week or so, something might pop up. Maybe one of, somebody in Alabama needs some help and you can help them. So I encourage you to at least get a weekly for it. Let's see. If I turn off emails, will I get a push notification?
Like on the app? That's a great question.
I don't really know the answer to that one, but I'm going to find out and let you know. The other thing that brings to mind is if you do post something and you've turned off all your emails and all your notifications and you post something, do you get a notification if somebody replies to you? I think that might be automatic, but we will delve into that and get back to everybody. We will post it right on NPAConnect and @ Joey so he knows. Let's see.
In the tags, there's a heading labeled MMA. What does MMA stand for?
I think that's a typo. Thanks for finding that, Sam. You said that Strictly Pawn will come up in search regardless of membership in the group, but IPs aren't in it. Will Strictly Pawn search come up for IPs anyway? Most likely, yes. So if they search for their name and y'all been talking about them, they may find it. We didn't want to button off Strictly Business for the simple reason that then you have two places you have to search for information. So we didn't want to have it completely walled off from the regular NPA, from search capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
because you guys talk about a lot of good stuff on the Google forum, and everybody needs to be able to find that if and when they need it.
But for groups, if you're not allowed in a group, the group will not show up anywhere on here. Like, for example, this is my personal email I'm using right now, not the admin email, where I'd see every group, but Young Professionals is there. I don't qualify, so I don't get to go there and join.
Mhm. We'll do some testing on that and see, how that works.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure that if anyone in NPAConnect can see what's going on in Strictly Business, even if they're not a member, by searching. But we'll put it to the test.
yeah.
So we have 2 things to test. This is great stuff for us because, there's a lot of little nitpicky things. So we want to know about notifications.
Yeah, push notifications. If you have everything's shut off already,
Yeah.
will you still get a
Right.
push notification on your phone?
We have search for IPs not in Strictly Business. Sam wants to know, can we start a special channel for authenticating and valuations on luxury watches and GIA graded diamonds? Well, that's an interesting one. Stay tuned on that. We have some stuff that we're cooking up. So the answer could possibly be yes. Lisa says, I think it's important to find out. We'll find out.
Yep.
We'll find out.
We are constantly playing around with this thing and testing it, making sure it's, in the best service for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And we want all of your suggestions and comments. We don't want to hear radio silence on this stuff. So if you see a tag you want, let us know. Just like Sam asked, can we start a group? Let us know. You can send an email to Mark, MK, or Morgan at nationalpawnbrokers.org, or digital@nationalpawnbrokers.org, which is me. So, and just let us know what you think and what you want.
Mm-hmm.
The company that hosts this is always making upgrades and changes, and they send us a digest on what's upcoming too. So we have things to look forward to for upgrades and changes too.
Okay, so Sam says if we can have a special forum for young pawnbrokers, can we start a special channel for us baby boomers? Yeah, I don't know. Where does that start? How old do you have to be? Do I have to card people in order for them to get in the group? I don't know. All right, anybody else have any more questions? Okay, so I have 2 things here that we're going to test and find out. When we have the answers, we will post them here on NPAConnect and @ the people that ask the question so that you make sure you get your question answered. And and move forward from there. But at any time, if you find something that's weird or you don't understand or you want to change or we made a mistake, just tell us, because this is a new platform and we're sort of in a shakedown period with all of you great members, and we hope that you use it and mainly answer people's questions. That's so key to making this work, is
Right.
having you help each other. And it's already starting to happen. It's a good thing to see. All right.
Well, one more question down below.
Oh, yeah, we went over everything, Ramesh. I tell you what, is we will send you an information sheet. We'll put one together and send it to you so that you can back up and see what's going on. But you're on our webinar. If you need to get your activation email. If you don't, let us know. Just email Morgan at npa.nationalpawnbrokers.org, because that's the first step. Once you get your activation email, you're in and you will be able to post. If you're an industry partner, you cannot post any advertising or selling, but if you have education, we're all ears. Okay.
Plus, we are recording this and I'll be editing on later on, and we will post this on Connect, on People Upon, our website.
Yeah, exactly.
Many different ways to get it.
Good thinking, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, last call for questions. No? All right, well, we have our mission to get these 2 questions answered and get back to you people. And there we go.
And please email us with any more questions that you may have thought of afterwards, because we're more than happy to answer them for you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.